Cars Storybook Collection. A real winner. Lightning McQueen had been in Radiator Springs for a few days. He was eager to get to California for his next race, but he was starting to like the little town too. One morning, the race car went to see Doc Hudson. Doc was busy, so he told Lightning to wait at Flo's V8 Cafe. On his way out of Doc's garage, Lightning peeked inside the back office. He saw a dirty old cup filled with tools. A plaque on it said, Hudson Hornet, Champion, 1951. "He has a piston cup," said Lightning. Then he spotted two more. 3 piston cups. Suddenly, Doc came through the doorway. He was furious. "The sign says, stay out." Lightning looked closely at Doc. "You're the Hudson Hornet!" Lightning cried. "You hold the record for most wins in a season. You gotta show me your trick." "I already tried that," said Doc. "You won the championship 3 times. Look at those trophies," Lightning exclaimed. "All I see is a bunch of empty cups," said Doc angrily. Then he slammed the door in Lightning's face. Lightning hurried over to Flo's. "Guys," he called out, "did you know Doc is a famous race car?" The other cars looked at each other. Then they burst out laughing. "Our Doc?" asked Sheriff. "Are you sick, buddy?" asked Mater. Lightning's excitement faded as he realized that no one believed him. Suddenly, Sally drove up. She filled Lightning's gas tank. "Hey!" cried Sheriff. He was worried Lightning would use the gas to try to leave town again. "It's okay, Sheriff," said Sally with a smile. "I trust him." She asked the race car to go for a drive with her. "Where are we going?" Lightning asked. "I don't know," answered Sally. Then she took off. Lightning chased after her. He wasn't used to racing just for fun. I bet. The pair sped past a forest, laughing and joking as they took turns passing each other. They climbed up the side of a mountain and soon came to an abandoned motel. "Wow," said Lightning. "What is this place?" "It used to be the most popular stop," said Sally. She brought Lightning over to a cliff that looked out on a valley. The sun shone on big red mountains, and they could see Radiator Springs down below. Cars sped through the valley on the highway. They were driving right past Radiator Springs, not even realizing what they were missing. "Oh, that is sad. That is very sad." Sally explained that Radiator Springs had once been a bright, bustling town filled with customers. But then the interstate was built, and the town slowly lost its business. "The town got bypassed just to save 10 minutes of driving," she said sadly. "Oh dear, that's awful." That afternoon, Lightning found Doc out on the old dirt track. The race car watched in awe as Doc roared down the track, leaving swirls of dust behind him. Doc came up to the turn that Lightning hadn't been able to make. He had no problem with it. "You're amazing!" cried Lightning. Doc didn't say a word. Instead, he turned around and sped away, throwing a cloud of dust at the rookie. Lightning wanted to know more about Doc's racing days. He followed Doc back to his office. "How could you quit at the top of your game?" Lightning asked. "You think I quit?" roared Doc. "They quit on me." He showed Lightning an old newspaper clipping about his big crash. By the time Doc was ready to race again, he had already been replaced by a hotshot rookie. "I keep that to remind me never to go back," Doc said, pointing to the article. Then he looked at Lightning. "Just finish the road and get out of here. Just finish that road and get out of here." The next morning, the cars of Radiator Springs woke up to find a road that was so slick and smooth, and it looked brand new. Lightning had finished paving it during the night. The cars were happy to have a new road, but they grew sad when they realized that it meant Lightning had left. Doc didn't seem to mind. "Good riddance," he said. Just then, Lightning drove up. "I can't go just yet," he told everyone. "I'm not sure these tires can get me all the way to California." Luigi cheered. He took Lightning to his tire shop, where the race car got 4 new tires. Yup, white wall tires. When Lightning was done at Luigi's, he visited the rest of the shops in town for fuel, stickers, and a fresh paint job. Cool. Wow. He looks like a whole new McQueen. That night, the shops all turned on their signs and everyone came out to cruise up and down the new road. Radiator Springs was bright and lively again, just like it had been in many years before. Lightning had worked with the other cars in town to surprise Sally. Sally was thrilled. "It's even better than I pictured it," she said to Lightning. "Thank you." Suddenly, a spotlight shone down on the race car. A helicopter circled overhead. "We have found Lightning McQueen!" shouted a voice from a loudspeaker. Huh? What's going on? What is happening? Photographers and reporters swept into Radiator Springs and crowded around Lightning. The race car looked for Sally. They had gotten separated. Just then, Lightning's trailer, Mac, pulled up. He had the race car's agent, Harv, on the phone. "You've got to get to Cali, pronto!" cried Harv. He told Lightning that Chick Hicks was getting ready to make a deal with Dynaco. Lightning drove over to Sally. "Good luck in California," she said. "I hope you find what you're looking for." Before he could respond, Sally pulled away and Mac whisked Lightning out of Radiator Springs. As the press followed Lightning and Mac out of town, a reporter pulled up next to Doc. "Thanks for the call," she said to him. Sally overheard. She looked at Doc Hudson in shock. "You called them?" she asked. "It's best for everyone," Doc replied. Sally looked at the rest of the townsfolk. They all looked sad that their new friend was gone. "Best for everyone, or best for you?" Sally said. She turned and headed for her motel. "I didn't get to say goodbye," said Mater. Doc started to wonder if he had made a mistake. I will say he certainly did. He certainly did make a mistake. The next day, Lightning hit the track to race. The King and Chick Hicks for the King and Chick Hicks for the Piston Cup. But he couldn't stop thinking about his friends in Radiator Springs. Speed, I am Speed, he said, trying to focus on the race. But he quickly fell behind. Suddenly, Doc's voice came over Lightning's radio. I didn't come all this way to see you quit. Lightning saw Doc, Mater, and some of his new friends from Radiator Springs. They were working as his pit crew. You can win this race with your eyes shut, said Doc. Lightning revved his engine and began to catch up to Chick and the King. But Chick was a mean racer. He bumped into Lightning. Just as Lightning was about to spin out, he remembered Doc's advice. Turn right to go left. He gave it a try. This time it worked. He took the lead. All right, Lightning, it's all on you now, buddy. Lightning was in first place. Chick and the King were fighting for second. Suddenly, Chick hit King. The older car flipped out across the track and crashed into the wall. Ugh, that cheater. You all know what they say. Cheaters never prosper. Chick is about to find that out the hard way. Lightning was about to cross the finish line when he saw the crash on a big video screen. Lightning thought of the newspaper clipping about Doc's crash years ago. He slammed on his brakes. Chick sped across the finish line first. Lightning turned around and drove over to the King. I think the King should finish his last race, said Lightning. Then he pushed the old race car back onto the track and all the way across the finish line. Well done, Lightning. Well done. You've done well, rookie. You have done well, rookie. You have done well. The crowd booed Chick as he accepted the Piston Cup, but they broke out in cheers for Lightning and the King. It is like I said, cheaters never prosper. You got a lot of stuff, kid, said Doc. Lightning was celebrating with his friends when Tex, the owner of Dynaco, came over to talk to him. How would you like to be the new face of Dynaco? Asked Tex. A few days earlier, Lightning would have jumped at the chance, but now he turned down the offer. He had a sponsor and a pit crew that he liked. After the race, Lightning drove back to the cliff that overlooked Radiator Springs. He found Sally at the top. Just passing through? She asked him. Actually, I thought I'd stay a while, said Lightning. Sally broke into a huge smile. Lightning smiled too. Why don't we take a drive? He asked. Nah, she answered with a grin. Then she zipped off down the hill. Ka-chow! Lightning shouted as he followed right behind her. He was excited to be back in Radiator Springs. Well, how do you like that? Lightning may not have won the Piston Cup, but at least he got some new friends and a new home. So remember, everyone, winning is not everything. What is everything is good friendship. And I am going to say this again. Cheaters never prosper. Chick learned that the hard way. See you later. Bye.